Hello, everyone. Hello. We are back for another episode of Tales of the Forgotten Sea. And yeah, as you notice, we are doing two sessions in a row in 2 weeks. That's that's nice. That's always nice for me. That's always nice for my players. And we had a very, passionate session last time. Um, you already know what Tales of the Forgotten Sea is this brand new tabletop RPG that we are playing together. But always good to remind you. And another thing, so we know it's what's happening. What's happening on the ship? On the ship, we had a week and a half of downtime. We had some interesting RPG interaction between Rock and Alvida, Jarvis and Lady Verace, Miguel and Lady Verace, and Hotpot and itself. Um, and speaking of Pot and itself, yeah, I think tonight we are going to start exactly with him because there is something going on there that the rest of the people on board is not aware of, and that can be dangerous. So, Hotpot, please lead us into what's going on in your mind.
Okay. Hmm. So Hot Pot is sitting on his cabin floor, meditating. The saffron colored energy seeps from his core and flows over his body. It splashes over him like the ocean laps the shore and spreads over fine sands of a beach. This energy pulses and rises with each of his breath, enveloping his body like a chrysalis. He floats within the nourishing energy matrix and continues to search his mind and feelings, growing, developing, and maturing in a matter of minutes or years. Who knows how time actually passes in his meditation? He hears her voice, sweet whisperings, confessing to him that he is going to make her an honest woman one day. This statement is broken up by her playful laughter. I can't let that happen. You know that, Torkel. There's giggling, followed by a great gravid silence, a passionate admission. I love you, Torkel Bloodcairn.
And that's where there is another flash in your mind. There is another moment of a different memory. Her on the ground floor of Lady Voraci vault. Your friend Jarvis holding her head, slicing her throat, her blood spilling on the floor. Overlap just for a moment this very, very sweet memory of her.
And that's why during this transformation, there are these two thoughts that are flickering and fighting in his mind. Her last words echoing, I love you, Torkel Bloodcairn, in the face of his murderer, or the face of the murderer who snuffed her life, his best friend. When it's time for Hot Pot to come out of his meditation, he pushes and he struggles to free his mind and consciousness back into the waking world. And when he returns, ripping and tearing through the meditation chrysalis, his eyes snap wide open, and he understands with absolute clarity what must be done.
Yeah, what must be done.
What must be done.
So tell us, Hot Pot, what's your next course of action?
Hot pot, it's a complicated matter because there's multiple things that need to be done at the same time. But if you remember, he took the garment, the cloak that Jarvis gave him, and he made modifications to it so it could fit him, he could wear it. So he puts that on, and he snaps it or latches it around his shoulders to prevent it from falling. And he takes his cloak and tosses that over his shoulders as well. And he heads from his cabin to the galley where he knows that it will be completely empty. No one will be there, and it'll allow him to use his time to initiate what must be done. On his way there, he collects a few things. I'm not sure exactly where this would be in relationship to the galley, so I'm sure you can explain this. But he knows there's a significant amount of gunpowder aboard the ship. He's seen at least a barrel full of gunpowder, and he goes to retrieve that.
Just so you know, there's been a minor disturbance, and our moderator has vanished.
Oh,
So feel free to be descriptive of what you're up to, and we'll try to inform him when he gets back.
uh, I can wait for him to come back. That's not a problem.
um, I've informed him.
Oh no, no, you go on.
No,
It's
you
No,
time
go
for us.
on.
It's time for us to take over this
it's
game.
it's uh it's time for free talk with Is Hot Pot gonna murder everybody? Uh, let's see. Uh,
That's almost guaranteed.
That's what would be fun is that if it all becomes individual combats, that could go bad because Hot Pot has actually is one-on-one melee is actually pretty like rough. So like imagine like let's say I don't know, he's relaxing coming out of bed, right? He's had a nice shower, everything's fine, his life is better now. He's got a woman in his life, and then like this shadow just like appears in the corner of the room. And it's just
See,
like,
that's a
just saying.
hey, if it's me, that's a duel I'm willing to try.
Yeah, you might be all right. Imagine like my. Oh, you know what? I am pretty much on alert all the time, so I might be all right. Here he's back. Everybody be cool.
All right, no one say anything.
All right. Are you back, David?
Welcome back, David.
You are muted.
Okay. What did you hear last?
Sorry, my modem decided to abandon us for tonight. I'm restarting everything and I'm making sure that everything is already is working. So I will join back with my usual camera setting and etc. But because I don't want to stop the flow of the session,
Okay.
um, I literally went to what you were doing immediately after the meditation. So if you could please.
Okay. So the meditation ends. Hot Pot, if you remember correctly, he made modifications to the cloak that Jarvis gave him so that it's something that he could comfortably wear himself. He puts that on. And then he dons
Yep.
his cloak, and he sneaks out of his cabin with his sword, and the first thing he does is he sneaks on deck, and he prepares and lowers one of the jolly boats. Uh, and when he lowers that, he sneaks into the galley because he knows that at this time of the night, or more, I'm not sure what time it is. I
Mhm.
imagine it's night. He knows that the galley is going to be abandoned, And he, on his way there, he's seen at least one barrel full of gunpowder, and he rolls that into the galley because that's critical for what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And so,
Usually, powder keg, a little small barrel of gunpowder are always kept, at least one, close to every cannon. And the galley is on the gun deck. So there's not much for you to look searching. That's definitely something you can easily reach. But you said you were sneaking around, right?
yes,
Do you mind mm, roll me a stealth check, please?
sure. Let me just bring up my character sheet real quick. Okay,
Absolutely.
so it's 3 dice plus. It's a total of 7 dice.
So you said also in the meantime you're rolling. Do you say also that you are being in the middle of the night or doing this? Okay.
Yeah, I
So
would I would imagine. I mean, I personally lost track of time, so I'm not. I would imagine it's probably like still night, early morning. People are
Mhm.
possibly still sleeping.
Yeah, there is going to be probably one or two people on deck, just like usual patrolling is like, but mm, you are a very talented, um, stealthy guy. You are also small in size and etc. So, mm, based on your
Uh,
role, I will say how much you're being spotted or not.
yeah. Okay. So, all right. I know I have some modifiers. I have first off, I rolled 2 6s, a 5, and a 4.
Okay. So you keep at least the 2 6 and then the 5. So this
Okay.
is um yeah, this is already a 17. And you
Yeah.
roll the 2 6s again.
A 6 and a 3.
Okay, so we add a 9 to that. Very
I
good.
have
And
a plus. Sorry.
yeah, what I was going to ask you is, are you using the code, the Java you modified, or you're using the powerful stealthy one that Geraldine gives you?
Well, I'm wearing them both, but if I have to choose between one, I'm going to use the one that Geraldine gave me.
So you
Which if
add
I
another 6 to that.
Yep. So so hold on a second. Let
Mhm.
me just so 18
Yeah.
17 plus 9 plus uh 3 plus 3 for my endurance. No, agility.
Plus another
Yeah,
6.
yeah,
No,
plus
sorry, agility. Agility.
yeah, agility. So hold on. This is a lot. This is a lot of dice. I need a calculator.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. And everyone is, much better than me with math. Please pitch in. But I already see that we are above 20.
Like 30, like 35.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know it's a lot. He's a stealthy guy.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
probably one of the highest roll of the game. So, quiet as a mouse, almost invisible for naked eye. You
yeah.
are
So,
moving around the boat.
and I collect as many of the gunpowder barrels as I can, and I want to strategically place them against the hull of the ship so that when it explodes, I want to make sure the ship has a large gaping hole and will welcome leagues of water to flood its bowels and sink the ship. But not only that, I'm going to strategically place it underneath Captain Alvida's cabin.
Mhm. Okay, where probably right now she is, you said middle of the night, so probably right now where she and Rock are sleeping.
Sorry, Rock. Okay.
Hmm.
Is that
Okay.
so I also um in addition to the gunpowder barrels, Hot Pot is going to take his tin cauldron and he's going to fill it with additional um highly flammable spirits and oil.
And,
And
and oil.
he's gonna it's filled he's preemptively filled his cauldron with all kinds of metal debris like silverware, just small pieces of like metal that could be turned into shrapnel.
Yeah, sure. So that's what I was going to ask you. So let me get it straight. You are making a shrapnel grenade pretty much
Pretty
with
much
your okay, with your hot pot.
with my hot pot, correct.
Yeah. Okay. Um, that's not very nice of you. Um,
Torkel's
okay.
not a nice guy.
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
And
Listen, there is a couple of things that, of course, I'm going to ask you. First of all, I need a crafting roll,
okay.
um, to see if this plan that you're having in mind is gonna work. And secondly, I know it's going to be difficult because you roll at 35, so I'm not sure if even anyone on board can actually reach that number, but does any of the other player would like me to roll a perception check?
It depends. Where does Miguel and his family sleep on the ship? That 100% depends.
On the gun deck with the rest of the crew. So technically speaking, you are 10 meters away from the galley.
Can't. You know what? Just because it's absurd and because he says he's underneath me, I will try to make a perception check. Because I'll be like, it's I'm relaxed. I'm just kind of like laying down, right? It's just
And how
Yeah,
early in the morning
yeah.
is it? Because depending on, I mean,
We say that yeah, we say that there is probably I would say around 3, 4 in the morning.
okay, a little too early. Miguel's still asleep. He would be up like before sunrise to do like stretches and like
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
know, practice. Gets up with his kids, but
Yeah.
so yeah, no, he's
Would
asleep. So if I do roll perception, it would be at disadvantage at the very least.
Yeah.
let's see.
would there be anybody? Would there be anybody doing rounds at some
Yes,
point?
I'm rolling for those people as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, but if you want to be one of the people that did do rounds, yeah, I
Okay,
did that.
okay. I got a
Uh,
+2 against surprise attacks. I feel like this counts.
yeah,
He's gonna
yeah,
blow
I
up a
feel like
bomb
this
under
counts
me.
too. Yeah, I'm back to my usual setting right now, just so everyone knows. Um, okay, so just Miguel, rolling with disadvantage means you keep rolling everything. You keep the same amount of dice, but you roll one dice less.
Okay,
So let's say if you roll like 4 dice, you now roll with 3.
okay.
But and if you keep 2, you still keep 2, but the disadvantage should give you less chances to have highest number.
Hmm. So all right, so perception check, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow investigation because none of you actually know what
Nope,
me.
no, that's
As
fair.
far as Miguel knows, life is pretty good right now.
Oh
We're at
yeah.
sea, we're chilling, everyone's doing fine. He got his best. He got some of his friends had a nice night. He's pretty happy with himself. He helped a friend. He made a new friend.
Hmm.
Perception
Absolutely.
is cunning, so
So yeah,
six dice.
that's
Okay.
a 6. I dream sweet dreams.
You are dreaming and you are holding your daughter and son that are sleeping with you, and this is the picture of an happy family right now. Unfortunately, Hot Pot has other ideas. Um, Jarvis, what was your role?
What would I be rolling? Perception?
Perception.
My perception, I guess it's okay, but I can't imagine I'm going to beat that. I've only got 2 dots in perception.
Same here,
Um, is there a chance that we could that 'cause I have a token? Is there a chance that I could give um Rock
A
a
rock the
token?
token. You know what? I will allow it. It doesn't because I want to give my player a fair chance as player is a
Yeah.
player versus player situation. Technically speaking,
Mhm.
in the story wise speaking, doesn't make much more sense, but we are a little bit above the table right now.
Mhm.
So, Rock, you're rolling with an extra dice, and you keep 3, and you can explode up to 2 6s.
Okay, so I'm
So
rolling.
there is
Go ahead.
a slightly chance, but a little bit more fair, that
Okay,
you're going to get to the 35.
so I'm rolling six
Oh, that
dice.
was an insane roll, by the way. Uh,
So I'm rolling 6 dice, right?
okay.
Let's do the math. So 6 dice, and 3 of them can explode. Is that where we're at?
No, 2 can explode, but
Two
you
can
keep
explode.
3 of them.
Okay, gotcha.
David, what was your role in the meantime?
So I've got 2 dots, and
Wow.
that means I keep the highest two.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't even matter because I rolled 2 6s, so exploded one, got a 5,
17.
17, and my cunning is only going to bring me up to a 19. I don't think I've got
Okay. Okay.
anything that's going to even make that a 20, but I guess it's not really going to matter. But
No,
so
unfortunately not, because this is a, players versus players kind of situation, so you need to beat
so
that.
the only thing I was going to ask is obviously Jarvis has been pretty beat up and has now had kind of a hefty workout for the last couple of hours. Is probably is asleep. But could I make a roll to see if Jarvis maybe gets up to go to the bathroom or something along those lines? Because with that kind of a roll, Jarvis would at least notice that the cannons are missing their gunpowder barrels.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
tell you this. Tell you this. Let me hear what Rock
Yeah,
rolled,
fair enough.
and based on his roll, maybe that's why you gave him a critical token, because you notice something was slightly off.
Okay. So you
Mhm.
ready to hear my number? I mean, it's
Yeah,
pretty good. 30.
a
Wow.
30. So, yes, in the meantime that Hotpot is preparing this this shrapnel bomb into the galley.
Rolling 3 6s does that.
Uh, Rock,
Mhm.
you wake up. You
Yep.
need a little bit of fresh air. Um, it's a little bit damp tonight. The humidity is rising. You are traveling towards Akiptos. The temperature is rising, so you need a little bit of fresh air. And while you get out, you cross path with Jarvis, and you guys feel that something is off. But the thing is, you cannot pinpoint it. Uh, the thing is, yes, a couple of barrels of keg, power keg, explosive keg are not where they're supposed to be, but there is a lot of people on board. Things are moving constantly, so maybe someone actually moved it. So in the meantime, you are chatting about this. Hotpot, what the next action?
So he has rigged his bomb, and he has uncoiled a rope fuse of some kind,
Mm-hmm.
and he starts. How long would the fuses normally be? Like how
Oh,
much?
depending of how long you make it, because usually fuses are, on ship they are supposed to, they are made it for long fuses and they are cut to be fit on the cannon in order to, but they are kept in a long rope and cut it when needed.
So does he perceive? Does he hear more footsteps on deck?
Uh, Not more, but there is definitely. Mm, because you are moving around and etc., there is definitely some more familiar one.
Okay, he's gonna kind of peek out on deck and see what he notices. Still under the
Yeah,
guise
I'm
of his stealth.
considering because you are still on the stealth one. Yeah, you notice that the two of them are chatting, but they are discussing. Have you seen the power CAD? I don't know where they're being put and etc. So you probably need to speed up a little bit.
Do,
Okay.
may I
So
ask?
how long of like how quickly does the fuse like if I cut the fuse at like I'm gonna cut the fuse at a certain length and light
Uh,
it.
I have
How long do I have like like can I cut it so like I know it's gonna go off in like 2 minutes or 3 minutes?
Give me that crafting roll.
Okay.
In the meantime, you give me the crafting roll. I want to hear what Rock and Jarvis are discussing, please.
I have actually I didn't include the modifier bonus from my stat because I added the 2 bonus from my racial, but not the 2 bonus from the other one. So it's actually 32. Not that it matters because it's still 35 and I still lost. I just
Yeah.
wanted to make that clear that I got it.
No, no, of course. That's a
Okay.
very good thing to point out.
Okay.
Jarvis, what do you want to tell me?
I was going to ask how many cannons are actually on deck? Is it
Uh,
uh,
there are 8 cannon for side.
okay? And so Zeppo, would Hot Pot have taken all of them?
I'm sorry, how many cannons were there? Or I'm sorry, how many cannons or barrels?
Okay, so there is 8 cannon for each side of the ship,
Okay.
so a 16 in total. Your ship is not heavy armored. It's also a small ship, and usually is at least one keg of gunpowder is kept for each cannon.
Okay. I
The
would say
rest of them are kept in the cargo hold by Geraldine.
Yeah.
And uh, because you were prepping this under the galley and etc., what is being asked is how many did you take?
right. I would say he took at least half of them.
Okay,
Just
so
just because of like the timing, like how long would it take him to get how long would it take him to go collect all 16 kegs? So maybe half.
okay, so we are talking about uh, if eight keg goes off, we are talking about something like probably around 250, 350 damage for the ship.
Okay.
We'll be finding pieces of Alvita like out like a mile out.
So I just wanted the point I want to make was that if there are that many missing, um, Jarvis would be like, Rock, something's wrong. There shouldn't be that many. There shouldn't be that many barrels missing. We gotta look around. Find the find the night watch. I'm
Can
gonna
I
start.
Okay. When he says that, can I make, I don't know if this is like intuition or crafting or something going like, why would I need that much gunpowder in the middle of the night? You know?
Yeah, that can be an interesting thing. But I ask Hot Pot a crafting um,
Okay.
roll.
So it looks like between crafting and agility, I'm gonna roll 6 dice and the modifier is 3. Let me just
Hmm.
double I just want to make sure I don't have any other modifiers for crafting.
Okay. The
'Cause
thing is, mhm.
I have the herbal pouch that that's for potions. So I don't know if you
Yeah,
would
that's for potion and medication. So I will not. I don't think
okay.
you can add it to this. How many dice you are keeping?
Oh no, I haven't rolled yet. I'm just I
No, no,
so
no. I get that. No, no. What I'm asking is how
oh
many dice you're going to keep? How many
oh
dots do you have?
sorry, let me just find it again. So I have two dice, so if I roll a six, I get to keep a six, right?
Yeah, one can explode. So you have a
Oh yeah,
range.
yeah. I keep the two highest dice and one explodes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
In the
Oh.
meantime, Rock.
Yeah. He's gonna
I
roll all
rolled
once.
no, I rolled three sixes.
Oh
I
man,
rolled three sixes, a
you're
four, and
killing
two
us,
one.
literally.
So
Okay.
uh,
So we are going to keep two of them. So it's already a 12.
okay.
Reroll it 1 6. Rock.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, I
because of
rolled
your
another six.
32,
So
another
that's
6.
18 plus 3, 21 crafting.
Well, this was a good game, guys.
Okay. Okay, this is becoming dangerous. Okay. So, uh, so Rock, because of
Yes.
your 32 and because what Jarvis just told you,
Yeah.
you feel that something is not right. You have the both of you have this moment when the back of your neck
My
is
hair's like standing up, like looking
standing
around, like
up.
there's
Your
something
your
wrong.
snakes are a little bit, they're hissing and etc. And
Oh,
I
this
will allow
feels.
the both of
This.
you an investigation roll. The thing is, this need to beat um that 35. So
Uh,
do your best. Um, Hot pot, you just wrote down that you cut a short fuse. You
I think
realize that,
time's of the essence. And I
yeah,
think because he's concerned about, like, he doesn't know who's up or who's on deck, but he's concerned about, he thought he would have a little more time and flexibility to execute his plan. So he's going to cut a short fuse. He has like 3 minutes to 4 minutes maximum to do what he wants to. He thought he could cut like a 10-minute fuse, but he's going to cut the time and he's just gonna let's get shit done.
oh,
okay. And while you say let's get shit done, what do you mean? You're going to just go
So
into the jolly boat and leave the ship behind? Because this is going to
no,
be a huge explosion. So you need
yep,
to be out of the radius of it.
yep. So
And, 4 minutes gets a very tight
okay,
time frame.
let's say it's a 5-minute timer. He understands the consequences. He he wants to, you know, the point he's seeking vengeance almost over his original mission. He'd like to check off both boxes, but if he can exact revenge, that's good enough. If he dies in the process, that's good enough. But what he's gonna
Okay.
do, how long does that stealth roll last? I rolled a
I'm going to
35.
ask you another roll when you get on deck.
Okay, okay. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna cut a 5-minute fuse and he's gonna light the fuse. So the clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock.
oh, does this count though? Okay, I have a
Uh, yeah, just a moment, Rogue.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say you want to act your revenge and etc., this revenge is against the crew, is against Jarvis, is against your original target,
Well,
Alita.
he wants to he he has a very high he expects a lot from himself. when he's given a task, he wants to complete it and he wants to do it to the best of his ability. So he wants to exact revenge on Jarvis. He wants to murder the captain, and he wants to collect the scepter and return it. But
Hmm.
if he can at least take out those targets, it meaning like sacrificing his life in the process, that's not the best thing, but he's okay with that. So that's why by cutting the shoes the fuse short, if he doesn't escape with his life in the scepter, that's fine. He'll
Okay.
cut his losses there.
Okay, perception.
Before I got back to you and going to ask you another role, Rock, what was
Yes.
your investigation?
I was trying to figure out if there was any bonuses, and unfortunately, the bonuses are versus perception and not investigation, which is unfortunate. But I will roll that. It's cunning. Sorry, I was busy trying to figure out finagle a plan, which is not good right now. Let's see. Okay,
I rolled
so
17.
let's
You roll
see.
a 17. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
That's a good thing.
Jarvis
Hmm.
Jarvis would start by going back to where he left Carla,
Yeah.
warning her, like kicking the bed, like get up now, grabbing his gun. Something's going on, and he's gonna run right out, and he's gonna start looking through the jolly boats.
so. Uh,
Okay. You see that one of your jolly boat is being lowered down. With that 17, that's where you're gonna get it. Just one of the jolly boat is not where it's supposed to be. You have four of them, and one is down below.
all right.
Empty at the moment, but is being lowered, and that's not a good sign. Carla woke up, well, trying to understand what's going on. She just quickly grabs something, to cover herself. She's going to get on deck. Rock, I
Okay.
need that roll from you.
That's right. So I got two sixes. Only one of them's going to explode, right? Because I only have two dots. Okay. I'm hoping for a high number here then. Okay. So that's 15, and I still get my bonus from my stat for cunning. So same as Jarvis, 17.
Save a jazz with 17. Okay. So one of the things you are noticing is that two or three people are not in their bed. The thing is, you don't know who is doing the rounds. You don't have an exact number of people. Oh, he's doing the rounds right now, and etc. 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 So at the moment, you just notice that at least five people are not in their bed. With that 17, what else you can tell? I
I'm
can
doing
tell.
investigation, right? Can I
Yeah,
can I count using my senses like as a part of investigation? Like, can I like,
yeah,
for
yeah.
instance, if I am a snake, we can like use our tongues to kind of like sniff the air and something's wrong or whatever.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
basically, what I'm going to do is because I've been doing a lot of meditating and it's been built up to this, I close my eyes and I reach out my snakes and they start going like the hits noise because they're like tasting the air to see if there's any kind of like because gunpowder was moved, so maybe the smell of the gunpowder has been passed over the ship. Maybe something's
Mm-hmm.
burning. If burning's real bad, but I'm not expecting that.
No, no, no,
But
no. Of course, of course, of course. I need from Hotpot because this is, now because you guys are looking around, you are investigating, etc. I need from Hotpot a perception check to see if he notices you.
okay.
Uh,
Okay.
you,
So perception is 2 plus cunning, so a total of 5 dice.
yeah,
Um, so I keep the two highest, right? And if
yeah.
I have a 6, it explodes. Okay. Oh, Mr. Six. I got a six,
Okay.
I hate
a
you.
two fives, a
Okay, you have
three,
a
and a two.
6 and a 5, at least a 6 and a 5. So we start with an 11.
Yep.
Roll that 6 again. Miguel, right now, Rock is moving around, and because he's checking and he's, trying to feel things and etc., you start to walk up.
Uh, what's
Mm,
what's going on?
Jarvis, you notice they're jolly both. What are you doing with that?
Um, can I make a an intuition check?
An
I
insight.
so I know what I want to do, but I want to make sure that it makes sense for Jarvis.
Yeah.
So I know that there is a bunch of gunpowder missing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is, but it's not a
Yep.
big boat. There's a boat that's lowered, which makes me think that someone's getting ready to try to get away because so I want to do an intuition check to see if he is actually putting those things together correctly.
Mm,
And
mm.
if he is putting that together correctly, then I'd like to do what I just told you I was going to do.
Okay, so roll an insight check. The difficulty will be 12. Okay, to put those
Okay.
things together. Zippo, what was the total result of that perception check you just told
What
me?
are you rolling? And
I rolled a six, a
Oh,
five, and I re-rolled the six for another
what are
five.
you?
So a total of
Oh,
16 plus
Okay,
uh hold on,
wow.
where did you go? That it was wait, what was it?
need to relax.
so it's 6, 5, 5, so 16 plus your cunning.
So 16 plus 2, 18 total.
18 total. Okay, so it beat that
One.
17 by one. By one. I know it's awful, but it
No, no,
happens.
that's
Uh,
fine.
so Hotpot, you realize that something is going on, and they are looking for the missing powder keg. Your stealth was excellent, but they have noticed that something is wrong.
Okay.
You don't think that because I just read what you wrote. I don't think you can act in the way you were thinking to just stab the captain in the middle of the night. And
Right.
you also realize that probably if they started to search, there is a chance that they will search into the galley. So you're okay, probably I need to sacrifice myself in order to do this, is getting
Yep.
more real.
Right. Hot Pot is gonna start collecting all of the alcohol, like the spirits, the rum, the oil, and he's gonna start dousing the floor and the walls of the hull of the ship.
Just
And
pour it
he's
over
going to
yourself.
make sure that if the bomb doesn't blow a hole through and let the water in, the hot oil will cause the fire to spread that much faster.
Wow. Okay.
And and when sorry, I'll let
No,
you go.
no, go ahead.
Now I want to give Miguel a chance to do something here because Miguel, Rock is looking around, flicking his tongue
Yeah,
like
yeah.
crazy.
Where is he?
I,
Uh, I need that roll from Jarvis. So Miguel, what you're trying to do?
he wakes up like, what's going on? He notices that something definitely feels amiss because he doesn't normally get waken up by us. What's going on? He tries to use a lower voice so he doesn't wake his kids up.
Yeah. So interaction between the two of you guys. And in the meantime, David, what was your role with that insight?
It was a 16.
Yeah, you definitely understand what's going on. Someone is trying to blow up the ship.
So I I know that they're looking to start a fire basically. So I I'm looking at my spells and I'm wondering which one would I be able to soak? Because obviously it's not happening on the top of the deck, so it's going to be happening. It's not happening. I can't imagine it happening in Geraldine's part of the deck. So that really only leaves so many places. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Okay. So, by your knowledge of the ship, blowing up the ship down in the cargo hold will be the best um, place because he
Mm-hmm.
opened up a hole literally just where you are
Yeah, you're
really
done. You're
already
done.
underwater
Yeah.
because it's below the line.
Mm-hmm.
But that means also taking out Geraldine first.
Yeah. Yeah. If someone had done something to Geraldine, I think we probably would already know that. I just have a like just knowing who Geraldine is. I also
Mhm.
don't imagine Geraldine sleeps very heavily
Also, you know that
or at
she
all.
is a little bit tough in terms of, being killed.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah.
you
That would have
started
been
to
a
look
fight.
around. In the meantime, Hot Pot is soaking the place with flammable things, and Miguel and Rock are chatting. Please,
What's
Okay.
like? It continues where I
You.
left off as he's keeping what's
Yeah.
rock? What's going on?
I'm trying to figure out where the problem is. There's gunpowder missing. I just the crafter, like the builder in me knows something is wrong. Something is being built, and I don't know where it is. I feel like I'm on the edge of it. Like I've been like chasing my own tail here, but like I
Gunpowder missing? What do you?
kegs
He
of it.
wakes up. Oh, one sec. Oh, he's gonna make an insight check. He's waking up.
please roll it.
Uh,
You don't have all the information, so but there is some missing power keg. And
what
I would say
eight?
if the inside check is on Rock is on the edge.
All right.
You probably don't need a very high roll to determine that.
Something is definitely wrong. I don't really quite understand what's going on. I rolled an eight. He gets up quietly, tucks the kids back in, and he
Miguel,
silent, very, very graceful and silent as he walks out.
I
As
don't want
he's
to panic you, but I think someone's building a bomb on the ship. Like
he goes dead silent, processing.
I know your kids are right there, and I didn't want to say it while you had the door open, but someone is trying to kill us all.
And on
All
that,
right, kid. All right,
sorry, Miguel, go, go,
n-
go.
n- no, no, no.
Ignore
As
me.
all I was gonna say is like he's like, can you wake up my kids?
I, I hate to put it this way. If we wake up your kids, it might be not. I don't know what the fuse is like. I don't know what the time is like. It could be, you know what I mean? Like, do you want to wake your kids up to a possible explosion?
He's going to go. But first and foremost, he's gonna go. He's gonna shake his mother away, her mother awake. It's like, he's speaking native tongue. It's like wake up.
We,
Something is wrong. I'm gonna go take care of it, but get the kids upstairs quickly. No time to waste.
okay,
He like has a
but you got to come with me. We need more people looking for where this thing is. The more people that search, the better it's going to go for us.
Oh, he gives you a look of he's absolutely planning on searching, but it's a very cold look of whoever, if somebody is threatening him and his family, he's going to deal with them appropriately.
I
Uh,
completely agree with you. That's really messed up. Whoever this individual is, he's sick. He is just a sick person.
but he's did his mother wake up yet? Like he's like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he says
I'm gonna go
he's
right back to searching. I mean, I'm sorry. Like I'm letting Miguel
no no
handle
no
that,
no,
and
no
I'm just gonna
yep
keep going.
he just if there's ever a situation he knows that if there's a situation if something goes south he needs to make sure that they're on deck to get out of the way if possible. And then he is, as soon as his mother is awake and she understands what's going on, he is going to, with much haste, very much haste,
Okay.
Uh,
well, quiet haste, but he's gonna try to.
Mhm.
he's also
Absolutely.
probably thinking about Alvida's like prophecy thing in his head. He's like, not tonight, not tonight. they blow up the boat.
That's what happened. Let me know what happens.
Okay.
Okay, so your mother is not even waking them up. She just, lift one on her shoulder, the other one holding it
Yeah.
is just, and she just starts to go upstairs. Jarvis, you are trying to think about, where I'm going to look, what I'm going to look. There are few options. There is the place where, there is the captain cabin. There is where you were with Carla. There is a little corridor there, and the rest is pretty much the main deck. Down on the gun deck, there is the area where you guys sleep, where is the area where there is the storage with the rest of material like that you guys need every day, like sails, ropes, barrels, and etc., is literally at the front side of the ship. And there is the other three area they are there. There is, the area with the galley and the infirmary, and the pool deck where you guys do what you need to do. And there is the other two main section, the cargo hold where Geraldine is, and the rest where there is all the scrap material and such that you guys use for carpentry, repairs, and such and such and such. Then it's still part of the cargo hold, but it's just separated. So you start to search, and that goes from you and to Rock. Hotpot. I just
Yeah.
read what you wrote down. You feel uneasy about this. You start to seek other help. The
Yeah.
problem is help of who? Because right now you know that you are kind of you're trapped on the ship with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So
And he's in a grave situation. And so a grave situation calls for um extreme extreme I I'm gonna just say it. It's gonna ask him to make a bigger sacrifice than he thought he was willing to make. And so he starts saying, sorry, I might say this name wrong.
uh
Thulvatra.
you are looking to call upon Geraldine Patron?
Yeah. This
Wow.
this this mission, since discovering his true mission, has gone sideways, and he's kind of panicked right now because it's not working out the way he envisioned. So he's like, Thulvatra, if you can hear me, grant me revenge. I will take your solemn oath to walk your path. My life for your compliance. Help me fulfill my mission. And he's like, I mean, he might be thinking this, he might be speaking it. He doesn't know right now because he's just, I mean, he's doused the as much of this room as he can with flammables. He's got the gunpowder barrels. He's got his hot pot that's loaded with shrapnel and other explosives.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if praying is the right,
Yeah.
but he's I mean, he feels like a trapped animal, and there's very little way out, and but he'll just light the fuse next to the barrel and just blow it all up right now. But if there's an alternative, no matter how grim and awful his future will be, he's ready to seize that opportunity, because I mean, it can't be a fate worse than death. Or is it?
I,
Yeah.
okay.
Because for Jarvis, he knows what is worst because he spoke with Geraldine, and he's definitely worse than that. But sorry, guys, I will take a moment. I will take this in my hand.
Okay. I have another plan, but I'll wait until you return.
I get it's cutscene time.
Oh, good. We're gonna
Yeah,
have one of those. All right, sounds good.
yeah, cutscene. Yeah, cutscene time.
Damn it. Jarvis is gonna row away, isn't he? He's gonna be the only
Just
survivor,
gets
that
in the boat.
SOB.
Yeah.
I swear to God, every fucking time with their games. Anyway, shutting my mouth.
Yeah.
You
David's not gonna talk to me for the next 3 weeks.
Hot pot. Quiet.
I'm sorry.
please, guys, just a moment.
Yeah, sorry.
So you light the fuse because that's what you say. You call the name of Tulvatra upon you, and there's no answer. There's no answer for a reason that deep down you know. And you light the fuse. And Rock, Jarvis, Miguel, you hear it. This tss in the background. And you run. Because that's the only thing you can do right now. Someone just is going to blow up the ship. And you run. And you get to the door of the galley, and your worst fear, it's there. It is looking at you, drenched in, soak in every possible alcoholic, flammable things, looking at you with a smile. And that's where your very, very deep meditation and possible case scenario hands on pot, because everyone is asleep on the ship, and this has never actually happened. Sorry. So, David, you never used that token because this was all in Oddbot imagination. But I wanted to give you feelings of what was going to happen. You can be pissed. I allow it.
I was gonna
Well, no,
ask.
I'm not mad. We're not about
Is,
to die, so that's definitely a better situation. Yeah. Is that what Zeppo was planning
Yeah,
for it to be a dream? Okay. Thanks,
this
Zeppo.
was
Thanks
this
for the heart attack.
was a very deep meditation where Hot Pot was playing the scenario in his head, and that is what evolved. Now that he realized that taking out the ship with all the people on board, it will probably cost his life.
Hmm. Just so you know, I was gonna use title flow, and I would have rolled a critical success. I was over 16, and the TN on it is 8. So I could have actually used the water to hit exactly where I wanted to hit,
so
so it would have gone out.
so I have two questions. One, did from the beginning, did Zeppo know? Did you and Zeppo agree that this was gonna be all in his head? Like, or was that? Ah, it's fine.
No, it was something that I've been thinking about, and I messaged David
Oh
today
man,
to
you guys, you
sort of,
got me so bad that you're gonna blow us up.
well, my thought was to blow a hole in the ship so big that it was inevitable the ship was going to go down fast. But before that explosion, I was going to sneak up into Alvida's cabin and like just repeatedly stab her like the Nazgul did the bed at the inn at the Prancing Pony. He thought it thought that the hobbits were underneath the sheets, and
Yeah. Okay. So
he,
basically, you this was intentionally a plan in my head of what was going to happen because you had us going so So bad. I did have a
Hey,
plan, but still.
no, you first. You finish.
The last thing I was gonna say is that was the second. That was the first point. Was damn, you got me good because I thought you guys were really gonna torch the place. And second, I did have a minor plan, and it was to pick the heaviest thing I could find and bang it 3 times on the floor to wake up Geraldine because that was the signal.
Hmm.
That was
Hmm.
what my plan was gonna be. Because there's like if anyone's fast enough to run down and stop this, it would be Geraldine.
It would be
So
Geraldine. Like she literally comes out of the shadows.
that was the last ditch attempt. Is Rock because he has a weird relationship with her would have been like I take the heaviest thing and just bang it on the floor 3 times to wake her up, and then just have her like run as fast as possible and try and put it out. But because she loves the ship, that's her home.
Yeah, that's her home, that's her life, and etc. I apologize again, guys, but apparently tonight my connection is all over the place.
A little
So
sideways, if
I'm
you were.
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Just like this,
Um,
just like
okay.
what just happened in this game. You
Okay.
you got me. You guys
Yeah.
got me. I thought
Yeah,
it
you
was,
got me real hard. I
you
was like,
got me
oh,
good.
well, guys, it's been a
So,
great game.
hey, Haunted
Miguel had a
Storyteller,
nightmare.
David, didn't I
Mm,
say earlier? My
yeah,
thought was
That's
Jarvis was going to catch on quick and he was going to respond, and Rock was going to be like, oh shit, Hop Hot's going to kill us all.
that's such
so and and Miguel was the incognito. It's like there
oh.
was like we'll see what's gonna happen.
No, I'm
But
glad you guys didn't tell me because that reaction when I'm talking to Miguel, where I'm just like, he's gonna kill your family.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. So it was a moment of a very intense role playing. I love it. I love to see you know
Just roll myself out here.
players' reaction between each other. But this also, as I said, was a deep moment of meditation, a deep moment where Pot is facing the crew and is facing what's possibly gonna happen. So you get out of this meditation, Pot, with more answers than doubt. So I'm
Yeah.
going to ask you what you're going to do in the next few days. Overall.
Well, it it's it's late. I mean, even though he's been meditating, this has been a very strong or heavy mental exercise, and he's exhausted. I mean, he was enveloped in like a chrysalis, like a butterfly that eventually like struggled so hard to break free and escape. And so this meditation, this exercise for him was the struggle that he has between uh Torkel and Hot Pot. And they're like two sides of a coin. It's the same person, but they both give each other depth to who they are. And one of them because of that struggle, one of them had to overcome. And I think when as I said earlier, when his eyes snap open and he knows what to do, I mean, he really knows what he needs to do. But right now he's exhausted from that fighting to break free and to also escape this chrysalis or this cage that's holding him back. He's exhausted, and he gets up off the floor and he crawls into bed and he goes to sleep.
Good. So speaking of people that is asleep and speaking of people that at the moment is completely unaware of the turmoil and the struggle of Hotpot, we have some interesting interaction. We had some interesting interaction last week. We had people growing new relationship. Some friendship has been born. see Miguel and Carla, some romance from Carla and Jarvis and Alvida and Rock, and now a moment of clarity between Hot Pot and itself. And we got the last bits of our journey. We have a change in terms of weather, temperature, and etc. For Jarvis and Alvida, those are going to be a little bit of a struggle. You are used to Ingetir, to Ugre, where the temperature can go very, very low. And in Hakiptos and close to Abolewa is the total opposite. Some days, especially during the last bits of the journey, the temperature is so high that when you look at the horizon, is almost moving, because there is that kind of almost like a vibration given by the hot air rising up. So everything looks almost like shimmering and slightly off focus. You guys are sweating from head to toe. It's very, very, and this is for everyone. The temperature is now tropical, getting close to the closer and closer to the hot temperature of the desert. And you're still in the middle of the sea. You see Alexandria far on starboard. You are not going there, by you passing by this beautiful, massive island. You've seen it for a couple of days before you leave it behind. And the golden color of what you see in front of you, even if it's a far away, give you the idea of what you're going to face. A land that is pretty much sand and ruins and old feelings. A land that is, for some, is considered the cradle of the archipelago. For other, especially historian, is part of it, because you know that your history start in Polis, the first city. The first city was built in Obolev at the time. But some of the most oldest historical record and some of the most oldest ruins that predate Obolev, predate Polis, are from this country. So I'm going to ask you, now that I did this introduction, just to calm down your spirits, what you guys are going to do in the last bits of this journey. Please, Miguel, you start.
All right. Well, so he wakes up from his bad dream, and
Yeah.
he everything's here. Nothing's a mess.
Yeah.
No sizzling. And he gets up. He spends the first. He decides that he's gonna spend he's been wanting to spend more time with his kids. He's gonna actually he needed to he also knows that he needs to train his own body, so he's gonna wait. He's gonna spend some time practicing swordsmanship with Lucia, and also checking in with Lorenzo on how is he doing on and if there's anything he would like to do together. Like he doesn't know much about magic, but he does know that that is definitely something that he probably be interested in.
Absolutely. And you know that there are people aboard that knows about magic. First thing first, the captain.
Yes.
And there is another things that is very important. Your kids are happy. You you didn't have a lot of time to spend with them because constant traveling, constant, helping yourself and helping them to survive. Your mother is taking care of them since your wife disappears. But now that you're with them, you can feel it. They missed you and they are so happy that you are there. Nothing more, nothing else matter. You
Actually,
know that, yeah,
no, I'll let you finish and I'll say something.
no, please. What I was going to say is, you know that um, what you're teaching them, it will be helpful. But what they want is their dad. Doesn't matter what you do with them. The important part is that you're with them. Please.
All right. He's actually gonna take some time. He's actually gonna take some time with both of his kids. And he takes them out to the is there like a nice spot for them to sit and just look out at the ocean?
Absolutely. There is a multiple place that you can use and etc. Just, I mean, the whole main deck is pretty much an open view to the ocean left and right, but the best part of the back of the boat, because it's a little bit higher, the stern castle, or with a little bit of help, making sure that they don't fall, you can actually go up to the crow nest. That's where you can literally see the horizon all around you. That is a stunning view.
He's gonna take the time to take them up there.
And
Uh,
especially for you, um, this temperatures, this weather, it reminds you of home. Because yes, Saria has an amazing coastline, but the temperature is very tropical. And also, more you get into inland, more Saria became desertic.
mm,
Because technically speaking, they are pretty much at the same, um, you know, um, huh, words escape me. There is the equator, those areas, where those like, um, there is the tropical weather, there is the, very cold, the very hot one, and there is cold and etc. etc. More you get away from the equator line, and Saria and Akiptos are slightly in the same spot. Saria is a little bit more north. So you are getting into a country that it kind of resembles yours. Um, at least on a weather like. So yeah, you're going to bring them to those spots. You're going to make them enjoy this freedom, and you feel like just for a fleeting moment that everything is going to be all right. You know that what's going to happen very soon will probably change your future and their future. But you feel like whatever the sacrifice is worth it because them there are happy and they are with you.
mm. He is going to ask them. He's once again, they're up at the top. They're enjoying the view. It's a beautiful view. Like they're, excited. Obviously, Lucy is really excited. And but when they calm down enough and just kind of, start talking, he's gonna ask them like, so kids, how are you doing? Um, how are you guys? He's gonna start with how are you holding up because he's leading him into a different the actual question he wants to ask him, but he wants to check in on him first.
Okay. Um, your daughter is like super excited, super happy. It's like, Daddy, I learned with how to shoot with the gun. Jarvis teach me how to that. By the way, he's feeling better, and etc. She started to, you know, talk without filter. You see how she's excited and how this for her is just a massive adventure, and she can be with the person she loves most. So nothing else matters. Your son is a little bit more. He look at you and he said, "What's going on?"
I was just I was wondering. It's been a while since we've been all together like this. And the original plan, I I was wondering, do you guys prefer being on the ship or would you want to have a nice, cozy, steady home where we could just live? I'm just thinking, planning for the future. What would you guys like? What would make you guys happy?
Your daughter is going to speak, and your son just grab her hand, and the two of them look at each other, look at you. We just want to be with you, Dad.
Even if it means being a pirate. Or do you guys you can't get
Just
this
that.
yet?
Sorry, please.
Oh no, sorry, no, that was me sneeze breathing a little heavy in my head in my headset, sorry.
Mhm. Your son is the one speaking, and is reaching out. You see him. He's
Mhm.
not trying to argue. Is always like a little bit contained in his sharing of emotion compared to your daughter.
Mhm.
Um, but you can feel him that he needs you right now, and that is kind of heartbreaking because you know that as soon as you reach Fajus, you're going to leave them on the ship because you cannot bring them in the middle of the desert. That will probably be more dangerous than leave them on the ship.
He picks him up and gives him a hug. When we make it to land, I know I am going to have to take a little adventure by myself, but I will if all goes to plan. I hope you know our family will be complete. We'll be together. And I won't have to leave anymore. We can just stay like this. And
And your
Lulu,
daughter goes on the ship with everyone else?
on the ship with everyone else. Is that what you want?
They,
And
they
Lulu
nod.
will get Lulu will get you that pet. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go. That was the other plan. Uh and Renzo, maybe we can ask, would you maybe we can try learning the magic together. Would that be that sounds fun. Would you like that?
His eyes goes open wide. It's like almost like you just told him we are going to conquer the world together. The fact that he can learn magic with his dad is like the best things he can even think about, right? And yeah, he just nod and he hug you tight.
He hugs both.
And
Oh,
Mhm.
he hugs both kids. He enjoys. He looks out to the ocean with them, and he knows that the next part of his journey is going to be rough. Right now, uh, he does have hope that he might succeed. This is that he might be actually He's happy that even if something does go wrong, at least his family's here. He himself is very happy he can see his kids, see his mom, and and they're whether life will bring them there. He knows that he'll have them, and they're happy with this life that they currently have. So,
And yeah, it will be probably an unhappy life, but you need to get there. You need to build the like the fundamental to give them exactly what they want. This moment, this interaction with them, give you that energy that springs inside you that that things that will it's telling you you need to do this and you need to do the best for them no matter what's happened to you. Of course, it will be better if you are with them at the end of this.
yes.
No question asked. No doubt.
Hmm.
But we move for a moment, guys, to a little bit more, um, you know, um, what we are going to do kind of situation. Because a couple of days, this is, I'm jumping through time here. But just a couple of days before you guys reach Fajus, there's going to be a meeting with Alvida because she wants to discuss with everyone what's the plan, what's the course of action, who is going, who is coming, who's not, who stays behind, and etc., etc., etc. So before we get there, other players, there's anything you want to do before this big important interaction?
Is this after my dream, my
Yes, for
meditation?
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure. Um, Hot Pot wants to check in with Jarvis and see how he's doing. He he wants to have a little chat with him.
Recording in progress.
Oh, that was weird.
We're just swapping cameras, doing crazy
Oh.
stuff.
Swapping cameras. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
No,
You're not
that's
you're not
okay.
losing anything.
I just heard it
That's all.
say recording in progress. So does that mean like we
It's been
stopped recording?
no. It just means that when they popped into the room, it triggered the message.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
okay.
reminding me that we are recording.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're back on your ice. I understand now. Okay.
Camera one, camera two, camera one, camera.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Settle down, Wayne.
But please, guys, interact with each other. By the way, Miguel, that was a very nice moment.
That was great.
So.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
So Hot Pot and Garvis are chilling out.
Yeah.
You're looking good. How do you feel?
I'm still a little sore, a little stiff.
Yeah,
Some
I figured.
some parts good, some
It's gonna
parts.
take time. Hey, look, when you're old, all those wounds, they're gonna remind you.
Yeah.
Your
Remind me of the
joints
victories
will ache.
and the losses.
What's that?
Remind me of the victories and the losses.
Well, I I made a special elixir for you.
Yeah. What is
And
it?
Hot Pot takes out like a cup, a tin cup or something, and he pours this elixir and he hands it to Jarvis. Come on, it's time to take your medicine.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, How about you? How have you been? The last time we talked, I gave you
Yeah.
that thing.
Um, I've yeah, I've learned a lot about myself recently. I've known this cloak before. I've seen it 1,000 times, maybe more in my dreams.
Oh, right. Who was she?
Well,
Jarvis just sits down next to you and is just holding the cup and just kind of like swirling it,
no,
just more interested in listening to you.
seriously, you need to drink it. You need to drink it, and you need to drink it all.
Uh,
I'm not trying to poison you.
who said you were trying to poison me? He takes a little sip. He's just like, just wanted to look,
Oh,
man.
okay.
It's been on my
It's
mind too. All right,
okay.
I had
I'm
this
it's
vision.
all it listen. It's not poison. It's all it is. It's overproofed rum that I whipped up, and Hot Pot takes out another cup, and he pours himself some, and he takes a big gulp.
Wait, hold on. He grabs your hand and he's like, wait. He holds up the glass. He holds up the. Why didn't you just say that? And he goes to friends, man. Where would we be without each other?
Hey, spirits to lift our spirits. You know,
Yeah,
we've known each other for a while, and
you've
you
been
know,
through a lot.
yeah, we have been through a lot, haven't we? And I'm very grateful for your friendship and Hot Pot. He's looking at Jarvis, but almost his eyes sort of drift up a little bit, so he's kind of like looking over his shoulder, like seeing something somewhere else. We have been through a lot, haven't we? But
Uh,
I'm you know, I'm really no, I'm grateful to have met you and become friends with you.
he clinks the glass against yours and then takes the shot.
Hot Pot finishes the rest of his rum. Yeah, I've known this cloak. She was she was known to a lot of different people by different names. I happen to come to know her as Seraphine Ashfall. And she was a firebrand. She I mean she was this powerhouse, and she had this way of working her way through society, through all circles. It doesn't matter how low or high you are in society. She could infiltrate, and she could capture your attention, and she could command a room, and she could steal your heart.
I, that night was it was a crazy job dealing with we were dealing with a bunch of new hires. We've grown to like all these people, but it was me and you up there that night, looking out for each other really.
Yeah, of
And
course. I mean,
we'll,
Alvita has
we'll,
a Alvita has a great crew, and look, I've come to call this place my home.
wait. Let me just finish what I was saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, it happened real fast. I mean, I, I kind of regret having done that to her. But it was just in the moment. I mean, I think you said you were going to do it yourself.
Listen,
You know,
don't don't have any regret. You didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was. And if you hadn't jumped in at that moment, I was gonna cut her throat myself.
Yeah, I guess I saved you from that pile of guilt, huh?
Well,
Maybe if you had done it, I would have told you if
I
I'd had
I
that
don't
vision.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, we were we were a thing for a very short a period of time, and I think that she I think I had I think we both had a great influence on each other. I think that she was afraid of what she saw in me because she saw that same spark in herself, and she ended it, and it was over. And it's not like you didn't you didn't murder my you didn't murder the one. I mean, she was very important in my life at that period of my life, and I don't think either one of us should have guilt or regret. And I don't want you to think about that because I I don't forgive you for doing that because I have no reason to forgive you for doing that. You didn't know, I didn't know. I think we just need to keep that in perspective. And
Yeah,
she
yeah, I
was
see that.
somebody that I used to know. And that's it. And yes, I had a strong emotional attachment to her, but she broke it off. In fact, there was a hit put on me, and I'm convinced it was her that put it out because this assassin, they were sloppy, but
Mm.
they knew things about me and my habits that only she would have known. So if anything, she got what she deserved.
All right. Uh, Thanks,
Hey,
man. I appreciate that. Uh,
so
my
we built.
in my head, I was just knocking off some low level punk who didn't know what they were getting themselves into. But it sounds like it was she was in it, and when you're in it, bad things happen sometimes. So
Yeah, I mean, I
I,
wouldn't say she was low level
no, that's what I'm saying
because
is that's what I'm saying is she
I
wasn't.
don't think she I think that we're just that good. I think she was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah,
Simple as
that's all
that.
I'm saying.
But
Again, I'm telling you what I thought of the moment. That's what I thought I was
uh,
dealing with, but now I'm realizing that it was somebody who was, who had been in the game and knew that that was a consequence.
yeah,
And
oh yeah.
so
No, I
that's
mean
all I'm
she was
saying. So it kind of alleviates some of that's the guilt I was having because I didn't know who this person was, and that's why I felt bad. Just
yeah.
some some person sent to do a job who was just getting into it, didn't know the consequences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still have feelings. I'm not all human, but I'm still kind of human. It gives you a little nudge.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, look, man,
Well,
I appreciate you being here for me, and I'm glad that you were able to kind of work that out and get. I know you've I know you kind of lost a piece of yourself, and I'm hoping that this helped you to find out who
sure.
you know find out those things that you've lost.
Of
So
course. I mean, I don't have all of my memories back yet, but uh, there are other things that I need to get off my chest. And
sure,
Hot Pot picks up the bottle of rum and he adds a little more to our cups. And he says, keep this rum. I want you to remember me by it. I'm not a good person, but deep inside, there is good in me. But there are things that need to call for my redemption first. And he takes his sword or takes his the sword belt, not doesn't draw the sword, but he removes the sword in the sheath and he puts it on the table and he says, I need you to take me to Alvita because I need to make some confessions before I'm able to really move forward, if that's even an option anymore.
Jarvis is holding the cup and looking at you and looking at the two cups. And he sets the cup down and he picks up the sword and goes, "That's way more important than getting drunk right now, buddy. Come on, let's go."
Are you sure? Hot Pot picks up his cup and finishes the rest of his rum. This might be his last drink.
You're saying that above table, not as.
You said to Hot Pot that there's more. He put you it that this isn't the time to get drunk. There are more important things, right?
Yeah.
And Hot Pot says, "Are you sure about that? This might be my last drink."
Oh,
That's in character.
uh, I'm confused, buddy. But yeah, let's go. And he grabs the cup and he carries it with him, but he leads you to the captain. If that's what you want to do.
You guys are reaching the captain's cabin. At the moment, the captain is on deck. She's in her cabin, and you knock. And a little bit flustered voice of Alvida say, "Yeah, stop it! Come on."
Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah,
Opens the door, sees Garvis and
Can we-
Hot Pot. Oh, good morning, gentlemen.
He squints at you and just kind of gives
Morning,
you a
Rock.
little bit of a nod, like, "All right, we're here to see the captain."
yeah.
I'll just kind of like do like distraction routine for a moment while she's getting ready. Be like, oh yeah, just a second. This problem with the door. You know, just what's with it? Oh yeah, we got
Captain
it.
just
Good.
fix their jacket,
Good.
sit down at the desk. Yep, what can I do for you guys?
Jarvis is going to hand Hot Pot the cup and be like, "Let's not make this your last, all right?" he
Thanks, Jarvis.
um, puts his hand out to be like, "Okay, go in first."
Hot Pot enters with the cup of rum in his hand, and he just takes. He sort of breathes it in, and allows the aroma to sort of circulate through his nose to appreciate the aroma. I mean, it probably smells awful, but
Mm-hmm.
Do it at the same time.
Drinking pretty
and
early today, Hot Pot, aren't you?
Jarvis is going to
Captain?
walk over and put the sword belt on the desk and
Captain
say,
just look at you for perplexed for a moment.
he gives the same kind of perplexed look back. I don't know,
Captain,
gave it to me.
Yeah?
Hot Pot steps forward. I am sorry.
I mean,
My name
your
name.
recent stew was not the best, but we are
I mean, it
starting.
was fine, really. I thought. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, come on. We are getting low on provisions, so I'm
it was a
not
little burnt.
any
Yeah, just
problem on food. What? She just smiled.
Captain.
Yeah.
And he has this look of regret in his eyes, and he says, I
Oh.
am Torkel Bloodcairn. I am the Selkie Wraith, and I've been sent here to kill you.
I have a question about reactions. What? I'm just looking at like
Alvida look at the two of you, Rock and Jarvis, and
I'm about to leap over a table.
she raised her hand.
Okay. I'm like, in like the stance of a guy about to leap over a table.
Yeah, Miguel is enjoying the view of the ocean, right? Right on time. Okay.
I cannot, in good conscience, remain a member of your crew and have this knowledge that's been concealed from me for years while I don't get to take back my reasons that got me here. I can decide where I go from here, and I surrender myself to you and your mercy and accept whatever your will and your decision to handle the situation, whether it's public execution, feeding me to
Okay,
Geraldine. But
Porco,
I have been living a lie.
I need you to listen to me. She just stand up, grab the sword, and the blade. Look at it. She drop the sheaths and she get around the desk in front of you. She squat down, look at you right in the eye. The sword in her hand, look back at you. She stab the ground, the floor. With one arm, she bring you closer, and she hug you. And she whisper, I knew.
Then why didn't you do anything? I mean, regardless of me not knowing, my presence here was a clear threat. And even if I didn't attack you directly, I could have attacked your crew. I could have destroyed your ship. I mean, how many thousands of miles are we from shore? What if I destroyed your ship and took us all down?
Hot pot,
Why would you risk that?
you didn't you? You look at me multiple times and you decided not to. She cupped your face with her hand. Hotpot, look me in the eyes and tell me this. Is this your family?
Hot Pot hesitantly at first, but then raises his eyes and locks vision with her and says, "This is my family. This is my home. What I was is no longer me. I am no longer Torkel. I am Hot Pot."
And I'm never going to call you other way. Because you are part of this crew. You are part of this family. And I never doubted that. And yes, I know who you were. I knew who you was. And I knew what you could do. She just get silence for a second. She turned to you, Rock, and Jarvis. The next part I'm going to tell doesn't leave this room. if you're not going to be able to keep it for yourself to ever comment of do any or say anything about what is going to leave my lips right now, you need to get out. This is a moment where you need to choose to swear an oath of silence about what I'm going to say, or prefer to be ignorant about it. What's your reaction, guys?
Hot Pot, a tear separates from his eyeball and streaks down his cheek.
Captain, my loyalty's always been to you and to these people.
Rock.
Rock response. I will not speak of what you say today.
Captain, I will always serve you in this crew.
And you will. And I'm giving you the worst order possible. Not now, but when I'm going to look at you, you will know. And you will kill me. You need to promise that.
Captain,
You need to promise that. Please.
I accept that. When the time comes, I will kill you.
She exhale, almost like a heavy weight is being lifted. Thank you, but you are the sweetest and more gentle soul that I probably ever met. And I know that what I'm asking, it's a lot. But I need to be able to trust you on the matter. And I need you to trust me. You're part of this family. And this home, this crew, are going to need you one day.
I trust you, but there isn't any other way.
My goddess say otherwise.
Oh.
I needed to make a choice, and I made it. And it required a high sacrifice. And she reached for your hand, Rock. She squeezed it tight. And I'm not taking this without a heavy weight on my heart. But I know it's for the best of every one of you. So when his time is right, Hot Pot, you need to give Torkal one last mission.
Okay.
She just caress your face. You see a very kind of sad smile on her face. Now, you go, because I think one of you wants to stay and have a fight with me. And she look at you, Rock.
Rock just doesn't. He's okay. So here's one of those things. He understands because he understands prophecy, even though he doesn't like it. But you can see on his face like there is no way in hell if I'm not gonna try something. There's just none.
That is the reason why she just said
Okay.
that.
Okay. He has like a face like locked in, like his face says, "Oh yeah, I'm going with the plan," and then the back of his mind, you're like, "Oh no, he's totally gonna try something."
So Alvida just stand up, crack her neck, hold her long snake, just slither and ease slowly. Hotpot, thank you. I will never forget it. And I'm glad that this place, this crew, was your home and your family for the past 2 years. She just smiled.
Replacing the sorrow and grief in his voice, it's replaced with pride and a bit, almost a bit of exuberance, and he's says to her, "Thank you, Captain."
And next time you're making the stew, remember I like a little bit of cinnamon,
Yeah, I mean,
but please,
obviously.
But
you guys.
we forgot to get cinnamon bark in port last.
Yeah, I know, I know.
So we're running low on supply that supply. We have some
We're going
pre-ground.
to get we're going to get to Fajus very soon. She's on purpose. She start to sway the conversation because
That's fine. Rock is still. You can tell like he's going along with the bit, right? But his eyes are still focused, like he's like got a razor.
and so after a couple of minutes she will let you guys get out. And before we get to the interaction between her and Rock, Jarvis, Oddpot, do you guys want to say anything to each other outside the cabin?
Want to go take our medicine together?
Um, um, I had things to do, but now I don't remember what they are. Uh, yeah, let's go have another drink. He pat you on the back and starts walking. He knows full well what he needs to do, but he knows that you probably need
Yeah.
a little bit of time with your friend.
Um, when the two get out, and you guys are going to have a little bit of time by yourself,
Oh
drinking
yeah.
probably heavily.
Oh yeah. Yep.
No, no, no,
Oh
not
no
you,
no the other yeah.
the other two. Uh, an heavy weight has been lifted from your conscious hot pot, but another one is being put on you. And part of you doesn't know what is better, to just be part of the crew or knowing what your real mission will be. You can chat between each other, between Jarvis and Outport, but at the same time, you also swore an oath of, I'm never gonna tell anyone else about this. And
Cool.
that is heavy on your conscience. Um, in the meantime, Rock,
Okay, so there's a slight moment where the door he waits for the door to close and them to
yeah,
leave. What are you're gonna have him kill you? He says it quietly. It's not like, like
she just come closer to you. She just hug you
yeah,
tight,
he
and
understands. Yeah.
you feel her tears on your shoulder. And she just whispered this. Be mad at me, be mad at my goddess. Shout out as much as you want. I'm not gonna stop you. But when you get out everything out of your system, I'm going to ask you one thing only. Hold me tight until the end of the day. I don't want to be left alone. Because right now, you're the only things that keep me anchored to what is my mission. And I need you to, even if you don't condone it, even if you don't understand it, I need you to be my rock. Pun intended.
No. It's weird. You would expect he'd be upset in a way like, "Ah, I'm furious about this." But no, it's worse. He goes, "Absolutely. I will be your rock in this situation." But you see his mind running calculations, he's running numbers, he's like sitting down going like cause and effect dominoes, and he goes, "I will be here for you till the end."
And you two share a deep, passionate kiss that feels a little bit desperate from her side. And
Don't
tears
don't get me
driving her
wrong.
cheeks.
There is love there, but you could tell because the way his mind works, because he's always run calculations in the background, that his brain is. You could hear the processors like spinning if he was a computer, right? And it's just like, okay, what do the factors of this mean, right?
Yeah. So, leaving you two there, leaving Jarvis and Hot Pot together, sharing a drink, and etc. Miguel trying to have the best time of his life with his children, completely unaware of what the heck is going on. We are going to get to that meeting, unless you guys have one last thing to do.
I don't think so.
Okay?
Um, at
Yeah.
some point, I mean, I sent that list of things I wanted to do. Most of them we can kind of just go, yeah, that's okay, that's okay. But Jarvis would have at some point, whether it was before all that happened or
Mhm.
probably not getting crazy drunk with Hot Pot because he's kind of in like I got things to do. I want to hang out with you for a minute and talk and laugh about something. But at some point, he's going to get up and be like, hey, I got to go. And he's going to go find the book and sit with the ring for some period of time, um, knowing that the conversation with Elvita and Rock is probably going to have to take a little while. But after that, he has a feeling that next thing has to happen. So he's going to take the time to sit and pray and read as much of the book as he can and holding the ring and focusing in on his power and where his power is coming from and attaching himself to the ring. So he's gonna, take
Commute with the ring, getting
yeah, yeah,
absolutely. And what I'm asking you, um, and it's important here because that changed how your relationship with the the ring will be, is based on what you read on the book, based on the five currents and etc etc etc. What
hmm
is your relationship with Oshun right now, and with Thalor and Talzagua and Milos and Caliber? What's your overall thinking about it? If you need a bit
First off,
more. Yeah.
I did get to read some of it, but it's been kind of a hectic week. Um, but it he feels he feels he feels in attunement to the ocean. He feels that he is being drawn to it and to her as well. Um, he he knows that he himself is someone who wants to study and learn, and he's been drawn into that because of the other mission that he has for his parents. But he also knows that at the same time he is very chaotic and wild. And so he is focused and intellectual and chaotic and full of magic and potential. And he has a balance with those things. He understands that he has a a growing destiny with all of this, with these people, with this adventure that they're on, and beyond it. And he is being drawn into the pantheon, not to join it, obviously, but drawn to it to understand it as as thoroughly and as richly as he possibly can. Um, and so, as much as he feels like he has more of a kinship to ocean because of those elements, he knows that she was a gateway into understanding that there's more to this, and all of his life kind of has elements of the different currents, um, and he sees that all kind of coming together, and so he's still confused by it, and he has to do more study and research and everything, but he wants it. He wants the intellectual side. He wants the chaotic side. He wants the balance of both. He is desperate to get there and is willing to forego almost anything for for that. Like at this point, the treasure, as nice as it would be he's almost not concerned about the treasure. I mean, he's concerned about his friends, whatever relationship he might, have with Carla. He's still concerned about his family, but he's not even sure if his parents are alive. So the this faith that he has become relatively paramount to him.
Okay. We will get a little bit more into the mechanic of what the meaning of your connection with the ring is going to, going to change for you on a, character sheets level. But in
Mhm.
terms of your deepest connection on a feelings and, emotional level to the ring, you know this ocean is a vast, you know, source of knowledge and connection and etc. And you feel that right now, if you apply yourself to it, if you get closer to it and etc., you know that the ocean will speak back,
Mhm.
not giving you everything you're looking for, not giving you all the information you're looking for, but you feel like you are part of it. And more you get
Mhm.
close to it, more you get, you bond with it,
Mhm.
more truths are going to be revealed to you.
Mhm.
But one truth right now you can immediately see and understand is that you feel like you are able to communicate with it. Now, what's going to happen on your character sheets, we're going to discuss it after the game, as a little bit of a surprise also for the rest of the player. But that is, you can now feel that that ring is more like a symbol right now. Is not the magical item that make who you are important. Is not the ring that made the connection. It's you. The ring is a vessel.
Mm-hmm.
If tomorrow you're going to lose it, that doesn't going to change your connection and who you are,
Mm-hmm.
in relation to the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So, pushing a little bit things forward, let's have the big, nice meeting with every one of you, including Kuhan and Geraldine and another couple of members of the crew, are going to be in presence of Alvida, discussing your plan of action when you get to Fajus.
Okay. Are we doing it where she's talking first and then we're giving opinions, or I'm just seeing like how the room is?
Um, okay. So, Alvida will open the dance, let's call it that,
Sure, sure.
and she will plan out what she knows about the place where you're going, and you guys can chip in every moment.
Sure.
So, the scene is the usual. You are all crammed all together inside the cabin. Geraldine is behind the captain because that's the only place where she feel like she can fit. Her head is just crammed
It's kind
down.
of nostalgic to our first day, eh? He looks
Yeah.
around.
Uh, Kuhan is on the right side, hands crossed like that, just staring down, his usual green and serious face. And Alvida is pointing out what you guys know and what we are looking for. The treasure of Captain Key. We are going to, and starting there, we are going to get to Fajus. From there, we need to face the travel across the desert in order to reach Kairots. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation here, but the thing is, in the middle of this, we need to find Zavalek Shar. By the way, Carla is also there.
Yeah, yeah. I assume.
So we need to decide who is going, because it's not like the entire crew can leave the ship and face the desert altogether. This is a mission for not a big amount of people. Of course, they're going to be there. Who else is coming?
Um,
I presume Rock, probably Carla. Carla nods, of course.
yeah, of course. He wants to see him die. I mean, that makes sense.
Um, Jarvis, are you coming, I presume? Miguel, we talk about this, so you're going to be in the team.
Yep, he nods.
And Hot Pot, yeah, we're going to need make a decision here if you want to come with us, and we have your mom, Miguel, taking care of the kitchen, the galley here, or she's coming with us, and Hot Pot, you're going to stay.
I wouldn't think twice about staying. No, I'm sorry. I don't think I wouldn't.
Think
I
twice
will. I
about
will.
coming.
I will. I will be there.
Okay,
You can count on me.
but if what I'm saying right now is the following: if I'm coming, someone need to be on board and taking care of ship. So Kuhan, you're my first mate. You're going to take care of that. Now, we need at least another member of the team.
He-
So who's coming? Because I don't think that more than 6 people will need to carry this.
So here's my thoughts, Captain. We should bring, I think, based on the desert climate, based on what we're facing and other factors, Geraldine would be a great choice. Now, while the stealth is might be a bit of an issue due to the sand, I have a feeling she won't have a problem with the heat.
The
Uh,
only thing I would worry about is remember how I told you there's a good chance my wife might be there and she's an inquisitor.
okay,
Uh
fair.
they're um they're they I don't think they would appreciate
Okay,
her
Miguel, when you mention this, because I remind you that we were trying to avoid this discussion with
Oh,
Geraldine
out of
present.
oh shoot, I forgot. Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a
Geraldine just
question. If
eyes
that's
just go like and
Oh shit, oh no. Okay.
just
Nope.
that's
We're
turn
just
gonna
and
roll
look
with it.
at
We're rolling
you.
with
that's
it.
way too good not to have been real. I'm sorry. Like that is
His
just.
eyes widens, realize, oh fuck.
And Geraldine goes, "Sorry, what?"
I think she meant he was inquisitive. I'm pretty sure that was the words, right, Miguel? Your wife's very
He attempts
Miguel,
inquisitive.
he attempts
Geraldine,
to
Geraldine put her hand on the wall, literally just like this, and her
Hey, there's not a
head
lot of room in here, Geraldine. It's just like,
just goes down to look at you directly in the face. Your wife is an inquisitor?
he looks direct. He's not gonna he's gonna give he looks directly at her just so because to give at least some respect, saying like it was a surprise for me too. I I'm trying to have her leave the Inquisition. That is the plan.
She just crack her neck.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
No, it's everything is alright.
I give a look to the captain of I am so
so
sorry.
how about these little
And I'm a
sandwiches?
dumbass.
These little sandwiches are real good, yeah. Uh, it's just like trying to redirect the conversation.
Geraldine just take a step back, and she just almost like trying to fuse with the room. You just feel her gaze on you the whole time.
That's perfectly understandable.
Okay,
And
you
So
bring up a good point.
Geraldine,
There.
Geraldine, if you don't feel comfortable joining us because of this new piece of information, it's understandable. We definitely
without
want you there.
without looking at you, Jarvis, she will answer. She's
Hmm.
staring at Miguel like there's nothing else in the room.
Hmm.
Um, of course, I want to come. You know, think about just the amount of information and things you guys are going to find there. Maybe some dead,
Yeah.
maybe some. But maybe it's not the right idea for me to expose myself when there is an inquisitor going around. I just need to think about it.
Out of character, Miguel feels awful. He completely forgot. He did not want to make her feel this way. Oh no, he
Fair.
feels so shitty.
So on to some other points about the meeting. It's just like he's trying so hard. It's like, so some on to some other things. I think it should be me and Miguel that does the drop off with the box because we're the people that were charged with it. It would seem the least suspicious. Just as a little aside here, and also
And Carla, just so you want me to not being involved?
Oh
Let me
no,
get this straight.
yes,
Carla,
I
you're
want
gonna
you
be
to be
there too.
involved, but here's the thing: you can't be directly there, or he's gonna know the jig is up, because we were assigned as the people to drop off the package. Carla's gonna be there. Carla's gonna be. You
No,
just trust
Carla
me.
is the one that
Oh, it
actually.
was Carla. I thought it was Avita. Okay.
No, 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 no,
No,
no.
no, no, Carla. I have a plan for that. Don't worry. I'm getting to it. Carla.
Okay, because I'm not going to
Oh,
miss the moment when the
you're not gonna
motherfucker
miss.
is going to die.
You can't. You have to be disguised. We have to come up with something. And I was getting to that. We have to find a way for you to look not like you, because if he sees you, even at a distance, he's gonna know something's wrong. Straight up gonna know something's wrong, and I think the best idea is still going to be me and Miguel going to the door, giving him the package like we're supposed to. However, you need to be less visible,
Less Miss Voraci and more like.
more Miss Carla and less Virachi. Yes.
Okay, okay, I see that. I see that.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're gonna have people, and us all work on
Yeah,
a
I
look.
will do that. But just to make my point,
Yes.
going to be sure that you get this, Rock,
Mhm.
I need to see his life leaving that body.
That's fine. I
I
didn't
just
say
want to be
I'm
clear
not
on the matter.
I'm not denying you that. I feel that is your right. And what I'm trying to do is make you seem like somebody who's in the background helping us out rather than Carla
Lady
Veracci.
Carla Voraci that just came to
Right.
see the. Yeah, okay, I get
Okay.
that. I
Okay.
get that.
I just didn't want it to be a shock when we say, "Hey, by the way, can you put these clothes on so you don't look like you?"
I thought about wearing a disguise when we get to Fajus from
Okay,
point of.
that's just a thing to think about. Obviously, it seems like Hot Pot and Garvis and Miguel and myself, the only thing we're worrying about is that extra person, right? That's where we're at, and she and he'll look off into the tall distance. They're still considering their point of view on this. Was there anyone else who really wanted to go with us besides the center group of us?
Yeah, um, Carla
Well,
just Carla, of
it's
course, will
sorry.
will be there. The captain is thinking about who's coming, who's not, and etc. But every intervention is, yeah. Please go on.
At, at this, just above table at this point, um, it's the four of us,
Carla
Carla
and
and
the
the
captain,
captain. So
and
that's
maybe
six,
maybe Geraldine,
and maybe Geraldine. So that's six or maybe seven.
6 or maybe 7.
Um, I I mean, unless we had somebody who was uber talented at something, I don't think that we would really need a a seventh or eighth, unless it was Geraldine. The only person that so I'll say this in character. I think that the only person that we may and I think that you kind of fill this role, Rock, but the only person I really think that may come in handy would be our our quote unquote engineer. Um, there may be things that we need to overcome on the fly that that a little extra um, mind power might
Okay,
help. But again, I think that between yourself, Rock, and Hot Pot, I think we should be able to overcome most physical obstacles um, uh, between us.
and
So that
above the
would be the
table,
only.
this is what you guys know that what Rock have has been doing in this past week and etc. So it's pretty much he became almost the most expert, carpenter and engineer on the ship.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why I was saying it that way. I mean,
Mm.
unless someone can think of, I don't
You
know,
were
somebody
talking
who
about
was.
Grimwald, but
Yeah,
uh,
thank you.
But yeah, at the moment,
So
just to give you an idea, Grimold expertise is mostly used to help Rock doing things. So
at this point, yeah.
at this
Um,
point, it is.
yeah. So that's probably not even really an option at this point or a necessity. So unless we know of someone on the ship who has some particular expertise, um, you know, uh, a real workhorse, a real gunsmith, um, somebody who can really handle some
But the thing is, a
specialties.
real gunsmith, that
I'm
your
saying when I
you
say
just
gunsmith, I mean a gunslinger.
a gunslinger,
Um,
yeah. But the person
yeah,
that you know as the gunslinger on the ship, more than you and etc., is Kuhan. But it's already
yeah,
been established that he will stay because he's the first mate.
yeah, of course. Um, yeah, so I mean, I feel like, and he looks at Geraldine. I, again, we all understand your position, but we all definitely hope that you come because your knowledge and abilities would be greatly appreciated. Um, if you don't mind me making a request of you right now, Geraldine, whether you come or not, um, I think that we should be as outfitted as we possibly can be. Any any trinkets, any items, anything that you have that
Lida
could,
will cut you there and say,
yes.
yeah, speaking of that, and this is something important for everyone, we need to have someone else with us. And what I mean is we need to hire someone else because none of us has knowledge of this area enough to travel through the desert. So we need to hire a local in order to bring us to Kairots. Because my knowledge of Akiptos and the information I gather tell me this. If we go in through the desert without a guide, we're pretty much dead.
Hmm.
If I understand correctly, she can look at her note and etc. The name of that's a specific. It's a specific role here in Akiptos. The people just travel through the desert, bringing other people in and etc. Is called something like Drahomir or Draconir, and something like that. That's so we need to find someone like this. Because and this also means that we need to be outfitted for traveling into desert.
Hmm. That was
So
one of the things I was going to bring up. So that's a good idea.
the things that we need is to collect everything possible that we can sell to make enough money to, you know, make sure that we have everything we need and every equipment we need in order to travel desert and face the danger of desert.
Hmm.
Because according to what you guys told me, according to what I other information and collect, what Carla known as, etc., we have to make step to oasis in middle of desert to get to Mr. Zavelekshar, and after that we need to get to Kairots, and that's already a problem because if we don't, if what Rock and Miguel are going to plan out to get to him, it doesn't work out. We are stuck in the middle of the desert in the pretty much in the belly of beast. So we need to plan this properly. So when we were in Aegeus, I used some of the information I gathered to collect a map of Fajus. Uh, it's not like a perfect map. It's more like this is the area of city, and I think we should get to places to gather information. She take out um, like what it looks like a map that she put on the table, and she point at the different area in front of her. And there is a lot of names in as in Akipthonian, but under it there is like the translation. So we are going to come here for the main port, as she point to the top left of the map that every one of you, by the way, can see in the group chat. And I can see that there is the main area here with the Grand Bazaar, the social nexus. Those are definitely places where we eventually can find the Drachomir that we're looking for. Up north, there is the administration and military quarter. I will think it's probably better to avoid those. What do you think, guys? Especially because we don't know what expect.
Mhm.
There is the red light district. I'm not the kind of person that goes there, and I don't think everyone here is interested. However, I will point out that it's probably where information circle much faster.
Mhm.
Rob, you're probably more expert on the matter on this.
Because it's weird to have Alvita say that Rock is an expert on the red light district. Rock just kind of looks down and goes, "Yeah, I can probably find some contacts."
And we have the residential quarter, the nomadic quarter. They're going to be outside and etc. Those are probably private houses, so I don't think there is something important for us there. And she kind of covered the bottom part of it. Yes, Geraldine, I know you see it. Yeah, there are some old ruins, forbidden zones. We're not going there. Geraldine just stares like. What we need is the following things: find the right person that we can hire,
Mm.
haggle the right price, because
Mhm.
we are, you know, a little bit low on found right now because we didn't go around, um, catching
Doing
other
jobs.
ships or etc., pillaging or etc. We got stuff that we can sell thanks to you guys that bring stuff from Rikisi. Those are very important objects that can, that can give us the found that we're looking for. But whoever we hire, we also need to make sure that is not going to abandon us in the middle of desert.
Mm.
And is a person then once you get us to Cairo, we don't need him anymore. We don't need them. Him, her, whatever. So let's think about also this. So your knowledge of how to connect with people, to bring them with us, and etc., will be really helpful. Carla pitch in at this point and say, on my side, I don't have, of course, a lot of money with me because I don't travel with infinite founds. However, she removed a necklace around her. She removed a couple of rings. This will help. Uh, one of the ring has like 3 diamonds on it, so you think that this is probably stuff that you can sell for quite some price.
Mm.
Especially if I bargain with them and like be like very persuasive. And one of the snakes will pop up. I don't know if I need to be that persuasive, but because he's like, do I brainwash the guy to give us good prices? Uh,
So,
Um, let me ask you this.
mhm,
Currently, what are we? Where do we think we stand as far as coin is concerned?
what we have right now, or what we probably need. That's what you're
Both.
asking.
Both.
Okay, at the moment, for the rest of the expedition, we probably have something around 800. If I can stretch a little bit, probably 1,000 silver.
Hmm.
For an expedition like that, for 6 people, let's say 8 people, including the person that travel with us, and
Hmm.
etc. Uh, with the fact that we need to have enough for the ship and us going back and forward, we
Hmm.
need probably around 4,000.
Is
Yeah.
there anywhere that I could put my thieving skills to work?
Everything can be as useful output. This is the reason why we are planning this. We are not
Right.
going blind because I needed to everyone to know exactly what is at stake and what we need to do.
Well,
It
I
also
guess
hurt.
is there anywhere where there might be some kind of financial institution
Go rob a
bank
bank.
that I could?
Uh,
We could make a deposit from. Yeah, that's a great idea. The other option we have, he looks at Miguel. Uh, Maybe we could find ourselves a pit fight.
Oh, yeah, that's probably better for our not to get some notoriety. At least a pit fight, yeah, you'll be there, but at least we won't have a bunch of police after us, probably,
Yeah,
or military.
and instead of going to an institution to rob, we could be there at a pit fight, and you could just go around and rob people there.
Yeah, they're not going to really interfere with pit fighter people. They're going to be like, "Oh
Yeah,
no, I was robbed at the pit fight." Oh, okay.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of coins floating around in people's pockets. That's just
so I'm going to say this: if we're going to do something like that, probably, and she look at the map, La Hill Hararir, something like that. Anyway, the red light district is probably what we are looking for. Am I right?
if that's where something like that might be happening. That's definitely, and it's also going to be probably in a weird way safer because a bunch of seamen getting off a ship, where's the first place they're going to go? It's obvious, so we can use the cover of our own selves to make that work for us.
And
Find the information we need and try to find the coin that we can either win or take.
she look at Carla and say, "I know this is probably the most ladylike place you can go. Uh, um, but Carla just shrug. I come from Aboloa. I know what a red light district is. So, I think we also need to discuss another thing. And that thing we need to discuss is Senator Graves.
Hmm. Sorry, is this Carla right now?
Yeah. When I'm not using this accent is 90% of the time. This is
Yeah, yeah,
Avida.
yeah.
When I go a little bit higher on the tone and etc., that's Carla.
Just wanted to absolutely make sure.
Yeah. Senator Julian Graves. Senator Graves seems to have uh, followed our lead to get to Fradicare, like we were hoping for. That's at least what I understood of the matter. However, we need to be ready in case, let's say, he didn't fall for a little deception and decided to get to Akipros in some kind of way. Um, Especially because if this man is connected to Zavelek Shar, I think we got involved in something bigger. So I'm asking, do you guys understand why he wanted so much to get his hand on the treasure. I mean, he's not a man without means. Gold is not is gold.
Um, there is something in that treasure that will make him very powerful. And I'm not sure if we've deduced exactly what that thing might be, but considering who we think might be guarding it, or it might even be who is guarding it. Um, there's something that could change the shape of this whole world if he gets his hands on
And Parla just look at you, perplexed for a moment. Jarvis, what are you talking about?
it. um, well, the we deduced that there are jinns who are protecting it. I apologize. I'm trying to remember all the information off the top of my head. It's a lot to kind of
No,
dig
it's
through,
okay. It's
but
okay. It's a lot
I,
of
I,
information.
I
So
am
just well
correct about I am
to help
correct
you
about the
out on the
jinns.
matter, to help you out on the matter. The
Thank you.
last, based on what you wrote, your research and etc.
Hmm. Hmm.
about Captain Kidd and such like, his last hunt was connected to something that was with the Ventuk Jin, but not the clan, the entity.
Hmm.
And he was able, in some, this is what you understand, you are not sure about it, but he had something, a powerful artifact or something related to those entities, those creatures. They are pretty much a legend, even in Akiptos, because no one actually ever seen one. And in Akiptos, they are considered the equivalent of demons.
Hmm.
So, uh, if Captain Kidd was able to defeat one or to capture one or whatever it is, this artifact is very powerful.
Hmm.
And because the Ventuk gene is considered almost like an omen of death, whatever it is, you don't want it in the hand of the wrong people.
It's my feeling that, again, this is a guess. He's he's either trapped one, he's he's imprisoned one, maybe he's slain one. Something's going on with with the jinn, and if Grave gets his hands on it, he's his potential power could be 10 times greater, whether it be magical power, um, connection to the uh, not the gods, but what is the other term?
The Fatum.
The Fatua, um, his ability to control people. It's not clear, but it's huge. And honestly, whatever it is, Kid got his hands on it and buried it, hoping that no one would ever get it. And that's what I intend to do to it as well. We can destroy that thing. No no mortal being should have their hands on such a thing. I don't care about the treasure. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to have a whole bunch of coin in my pocket. I'm not gonna lie that much. But if I saw the treasure and that thing sink and get swallowed up in the ocean, in the lava, in whatever, to know that that man doesn't have it would be fine. Or to see him get swallowed up in it too, be even better.
There is a somber
That's
moment where
that's my
everyone.
minute. That's my mission.
There is a somber moment where everyone absorbing those serious information. Alvida said, just to lift up a little bit of the morale, just said, "Yeah, but we're going to also get the money."
As much of
we,
it as much of it as we can carry away. I'm
yeah,
not gonna. There are other
absolutely.
things there that I'd like to grab my hands on too. So
So we have now. We need to face one thing at a time. Okay? We get to Fajus. We have our mission. We know what we're going to do. So this part of the journey start with an advantage. We already have a plan. For once. So if anything else shows up, if every one of you want to talk with me the next couple of days, I'm going to be here. And Carla, thank you for the donation. Guys, thank you for the stuff that you bring it for Rikishi. I'm going to give all of this. I'm going to give it to you guys to haggle and make as much money as possible. We're going to get to Fajus. We are going to get. We find the Dracomir. We found a way to make those extra money we need. Maybe we're going to just sell those things and make enough, or maybe we're going to get into a pit fight. Miguel, that's going to be your moment to shine. And in all of this, Geraldine, you're going to decide if you want to come with us or not. Because even if we get to Fajus in a couple of days, we are probably going to be there at least for another couple before we actually face the desert. It's not going to be a touch and go.
Hmm.
Those are not easy things to organize and do. So, everyone has their duties. I think we are good to go.
I have one last thing. I wanted to make you aware of that piece of armor. I gave it to Kuhan. Um,
Guan
I
just
don't
not.
know. I don't know how valuable that thing is. Um, but is it as valuable in gold as it would be on one of us? I try to put myself in front of everybody as much as I can.
Wuhan just intervene and cut you off there. Just it's probably better if we fit it for you before you go.
Thank you. Again, I wanted to make sure everybody knew what it was, but had a second thought on it. Thank you, and I'd be happy to spend a couple nights in the red light district trying to make up for that coin. And he slaps himself on the ass and laughs a little bit.
Yeah, if you're going to spend time in that, she stopped. Uh, Carla just give her a very bad look. Uh, j- the captain just dropped the argument.
Jarvis, Jarvis is just trying to be funny, lighten the mood a little bit.
Okay. And guys, on the next things that I'm going to say, we're going to the actual arrival at Fajus. Because this bits of the journey coming to an end. Later on, a couple of days later, the wind changes. The wind changes and the hair around you feel warmer, heavier, even before the coast shore itself. Uh, it loses a little bit of the bite of the salt and the ocean tides that you always have been surrounded in the last few weeks. and is replaced by this dry, granular, deliberate wind. Then is filled with sand, the smell of spices, and almost like oil, burned oil. And there is beneath all of it, there is something like they feel older, they feel ancient. And when Kuhan shout land for the first time, you see Fajus. You see the coast on this place that doesn't reach up, doesn't, it's not built upwards, it's built to stretch, to spread. A low walls of pale stone, some baked clay, that form this outer shell around of city that is warm, smooth, that is being worked not just by hand but the wind and the salt that bleached the stone that now looks almost like bones. There are flat roof, interrupted here and there by those very blue, like lapis lazuli kind of dome. There is this narrow street, thick wall. Here, everything is exist to endure. It's not a city that is made to like look amazing. It's a city that is being made to resist the desert. And here and there, you see how alive is this place. There is a kind of ship that dominate the water around here. Their sails are patch fixed, some bleach as well. They're fishing skiffs that drag nets here and there. There are merchant ships that unload a lot of cargo and load a lot of oil, resin, preserve spices and meat and etc. Some of you notice some unmarked boats that come and go a little bit too quick. Probably some smuggler of things like that. Nothing here lingers or stay in the same spot for too long. Here and there, every now and then, there are some towers along the city wall that raise above the harbor, and they are crowned with indigo banners of Rokesh II, the Sukan of Halenheim, the person that is in charge of this entire island. It doesn't matter if the Sukan is present or not, but of course his mark is everywhere. And when you finally get to land to the docks and you step down, the city hits you, not just visually, almost physically. Sound, smell, the dampness and the cold, the warm air around you. You smell the dates, dried fish, incense, the dust, and the wind feels almost like breathing heavy on you, like a warm, hot breath. The noise of the sound echo everywhere. The noise of the city, echo everywhere. It's like voice that overlaps in a tongue that you guys don't speak. There's the Akiptian, speech, fragmented here and there by some Akiptonian word. Merchants shout everywhere. You hear bells ringing and someone, playing some instrument and etc. You're finally get to this very warm, hot, heavy place. And this is the beginning of the final bits of your journey. Welcome to Archiptus, and I will see you next session.